Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 5, Episode 4, Cobra Kai. We are blowing through this season. It is 6:30, and I already edited up Episode 1. It went up without a hitch. We're starting Episode 4. I feel like I'm making pretty good time. I think what I'm going to do is, I usually do this on the fly, and I decide based on how we're doing, but I feel like I'm going to stop after Episode 5, edit up Episode 2, get more familiar with things that I may have missed, and then jump back in. Sometimes I like to go back and edit because I catch a lot of things I missed. It was a lot dealing with Miguel's father, Hector, and stuff like that in episode 2. So I don't know, maybe I'll catch something, but I feel like we're done with that, especially being as we are jumping into episode 4, and we kind of just jumped into another family dynamic. We find out that Carmen is pregnant. Johnny's come a long way. He has clearly decided that this is what he wants. He's happy with Carmen. He went and found Miguel. He succeeded. He mended things with Robbie, and now Robbie and Miguel even seem to be able to fix things. I don't know if the Sam situation at the end there is going to put a damper on that. Is Miguel going to get really angry now, or is he going to understand? At the end there, he drops the necklace that he got, $182. He somehow came up with the money. He got it, hoping for the best when he met up with Sam, and it was the worst. We saw what happened. Very emotional, sad as shit. He's got to deal with that now. I just hope he copes with it the right way. And he said, all right, if you need me, call me. We could be friends. Let's see what happens. But that's like horrible. That's what always is said when things go horribly wrong. Besides that, we get Mike Barnes. We finally get Mike Barnes back, and he runs a furniture store. I honestly, for a second, started thinking, did they trick us? Is Mike Barnes going to be nothing in this season? Is he just going to be a furniture salesman and be like, I don't want to get involved, I'm happy the way things are, and then that's it? We're like done with Mike Barnes? But no. Terry burns down his furniture store and says, oh, you want to play with fire? I'll show you how to play with fire. Mike gave Daniel the number of the attorney that wrote up the contracts. I've kept saying this, and I'm happy they acknowledge it, because I'm like, we obviously know, and they are smart. They know we know. I said in episode 2 or 3 that they were going to figure out Chosen pretty damn quick because Terry's connected. You can't have a guy like Terry at that level of money and power and have the wool pulled over his eyes by things that could easily be figured out, and they are doing what they should. They are figuring these things out. Mike Barnes does bring up the 50% of Cobra Kai deal, but he said it was written up by this attorney, and says Terry had him on, obviously Terry was paying him, and he has him on the take. I'm assuming everything that they agreed on or whatever contracts were written up are null and void because it was Terry's guy. I'm guessing that doesn't matter now, that whole thing. From what I'm led to believe, it's like Mike moved on, but now he is going to be fully engaged, I would think, back on the side of Daniel and Chosen. But I also think, because of the whole thing being themed around deception, like, I'm not saying that's Mike, because Mike, to go to that extent of burning the place down, but I don't know. How do we know? We don't know. It could all be deception. Maybe Terry paid for the furniture store. Maybe none of it exists. Maybe Mike's not even married. Maybe he's an angry bastard. I don't know. I don't trust anybody. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Steven Universe, Infinity Train, all these other shows. If not, Season 5, Episode 4, Cobra Kai. The sink is busted.
Could you help me with something?
Johnny's already there. Look at that. He is literally dressed Top Gun. They are literally doing a Top Gun. Look at this. She's literally dreaming that Johnny is like Maverick straight out of Top Gun.
The best dream.
I'm happy she's having the dream.
Snake always wait for right time to strike.
Yeah, but how is he gonna strike?
They better not let Amanda know.
It's too much. I'm trying too hard.
No, honey, you just caught us off guard. You look beautiful. And she's looking to get more involved. Who knows, maybe even a spot on the board.
No, I don't know my bank routing number, but I do know my social security. Yeah, it's 14. Oh, hey, Shannon.
You know, I didn't know the business
Shannon.
signal was still a thing until I tried calling you.
Job interviews. Get your own. I got this guy right where I want him.
Do you have Robbie's stuff for me?
Is she gonna fall for him?
Oh my God.
You
knocked Carmen up, didn't you?
Smart girl.
Okay, what if I told you there was a way you could earn real money without being scammed and without a tie?
Some of the women got a little grabby.
Oh
I'm talking about the
my
gig
God.
economy, Johnny. You know, ride shares. I'll make this easy on you. There are these tech guys. They show up straight to your door and they set everything up for you.
Door-to-door service, huh?
It's called Geek Squad, so it ain't far off. Oh, it's Yasmin.
Ew, Anthony, can you not stare at my friends?
I've already seen more of Moon and Yasmin in this season than I had all last season.
Totally forgot that they were coming. It's fine. I mean, this is gonna happen.
You totally forgot the guy she just broke up with was coming?
Hey, what's up?
At least she's all covered up, reading a book, doing her thing. She's not like in a string bikini, like hitting on 5 guys. That'd be a little rough.
Am I alive? Or did I just die of embarrassment and this is my hell?
All right then. Oh my god, everyone's here. Well, all right then.
Maybe just taking a break from Cobra Kai.
What are you talking about? I'm a big girl. I can make my own decisions.
Okay.
She's right for being like, don't tell me what to do, but he should give her advice and then say, all right.
We out here on our own, bro. Hey, let's go to the big boy rides.
We out here on our own. He's acting like they're like struggling people. They're rich kids at a pool. Kyler is my least favorite of all because he's never once come around. Like at some point, everyone's made mistakes and then realized it. Terry Silver's gonna frig up the charity auction.
Helping underprivileged teens is very important to her.
Guarantee you, Terry screws up this.
This isn't my home. It belongs to one of our donors.
Terry Silver.
Between us, I think he's angling for a spot on the board.
Quicksilver.
Daniel and Amanda LaRusso.
Please.
And they've got to fake it because Amanda really wants this. Terry screwed with her life now.
Your wife and I supporting the same charity.
Bullshit.
I mean, you got to admit he's a great villain.
Nerd alert! Oh.
I should have known. He said I have to get a summer job. That was some intense foreshadowing.
I'm looking for anything under $50.
Nothing.
That's good.
The cheapest is probably like $200-300.
This one technically works.
Oh my
Careful
god.
not to cut yourself in the glass.
I need that to make cash.
Ah, fellow gigolo, huh? The upside is great.
I give him credit. Cheers to Dimitri.
Thanks for being a dork. Or geek, or, whatever you identify as.
Geek was already taken.
I didn't say stop working.
Geek Squad.
Yep.
Anthony
Pasty Lapusso?
Lapusso.
This is the chode that was giving you shit at school? But you dated my sister.
I date a lot of sisters.
Oh my god, please beat him up.
Yeah, we should have thought of that. God damn.
Yeah, like, come on. Seriously? Oh my god.
Maybe he needs another haircut to remember who he's talking to. You want to take on the champ kid?
Kenny just started training. How is he so good?
So you want to get your ass kicked? I suggest you stay on your side of the park.
You guys stay on your side, we don't have a problem.
Why don't you get a drink?
I am waiting to see how Terry attacks. Oh, Terry's coming.
This is LaRusso.
Why can't we all just be
It's a
friends?
2013 Aubert from my private collection.
Oh, the
Still
Aubert.
a little young.
It's very nice.
It's quite delicious.
I'm not against your husband.
Is he gonna play the sweetheart angle with the wife?
Tricked him into coming here.
Of course, Daniel would think so low of me. I wish Daniel would see that instead of sending his man to rough up my potential hires.
I'm sorry, you did what now?
He's gonna make Daniel's wife fight with him. Johnny in an Uber.
One of you guys named Michael?
Michelle.
It's Michaela.
Oh, Michaela.
Whatever.
Can you play some Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish.
Oh, yeah.
Guarantee you it's Billy Idol.
Hey, shut the hell up. This is the best part.
This is the best part.
We have just as much right to those slides as anyone else.
One of my favorites last year. Go. Do it. You can't sanction areas of the swim park and not go on certain rides.
And there's Keenan. I thought you said he wasn't in Cobra Kai anymore.
But Robbie's like just neutral.
Stop it! All of you! Or you're all getting kicked out!
How about a race?
All right. It's not going to fix anything, but I'm down.
So will I.
All right, champ versus champ.
Whoever wins gets the park.
How come you didn't tell me you sent chosen to assault numerous job applicants at Silver's Dojo?
Well, Mr. LaRusso, come up to present your donated item.
Is Terry going to buy them all?
Authentic bonsai trees.
I think Terry's buying them all.
Going for $3,000, $5,000.
$30,000.
I was going to say he's going to go $10,000. $30,000.
Generous Mr. Silver.
Thank you all so much for being here today.
Respect these bonsai.
They do sound like a lot of work. Might just use a mulch.
There you go, knucklehead.
I love that we get the porn guy back.
Take a taquito. It'll make you feel better. I already took one, and it didn't help.
I already took one. Why would you throw it out if you offered him
Food's
one?
too cold. Food's wet because of beer spilling on it.
Dealing with the likes of you is like the worst part of my day.
But he's got
So why
money.
You quit.
My family.
Family.
That was nice. The only thing I think is weird, I'm giving you 1 star for touching my food and he threw it out. But he offered him 1.
I didn't want to hurt you at the Turk. That's what Cobra Kai makes you do.
I needed that.
No, Kenny, I have been down this path before. Back off! I'm never quitting. Because I'm not a quitter.
That was the best speech he gave yet. Even though I don't agree with it, I get what he's saying. Hawk versus Tori. I feel like there's no skill involved, though. Is the tube making her faster?
There's a hole in my tube.
Whatever happened, there was going to be an excuse.
I know this was you. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, and he admits it. He swung, fights on. Well, Robbie, what the frig, man? He clearly threw like 10 shots first, and Hawk didn't even throw a punch. Robbie was fine until then. And now he gives eyes to Miguel? Like, fuck that shit. He just defended and made him look stupid. Fuck that. Now I'm pissed at Robbie. And Kenny's a shit.
Who should never be trusted.
I did not push him that hard. He just said all these lies about my wife.
She's gonna say he's...
Actually, he spoke quite highly of Amanda.
I knew it. He tricked him.
How your whole family is, or was.
You played right into it. Daniel, my God, he's done this before in other seasons. You don't know he's playing you all? Like, what are you, idiots? You know he is. You're literally saying it. Oh my God, I'm so angry right now. The whole point is deception.
I'm sorry I suck, Shannon.
That's
It's
pretty
okay,
nice.
Johnny. I'm glad that Robbie gets to stay here now and see this side of you.
I won't let him down.
Dude.
He's dry. Oh my God.
Are you trying to blame me for us getting kicked out? I was trying to stop a fight, not start one.
The funny thing is Robbie now looks like shit to everybody. So now Cobra Kai will alienate you and everyone else thinks you're with Cobra Kai. So you just turned into the biggest shit on the block.
Go ahead on, catch up.
Hey! I could have sworn Sensei said you were out of Cobra Kai.
I'm not in Cobra Kai.
Yet you're on their side every time they start fights?
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Hey, hey! We're all friends now.
No! We're not.
We never will be.
Well, you got plans with Robbie, so you probably should go chase after Robbie for now. Oh my God.
Never give up.
Never give up.
You knew how important this was to me, and yet you could not, for one day, put the stupid rivalry aside.
Fight at furniture store. My fault, not his.
Oh my God.
Furniture store?
Chosen
Enough
tried to
is
help.
enough. Daniel, this ends now.
He manipulated this whole thing to get us to fight.
Yeah,
You
and you're an
hear
idiot.
yourself.
Let me and Chosen handle this. It's the only way to make it all end.
You already fucked up.
Handle it. It just needs space. Taking the kids with you.
Fine, take the kids with you. We're locked down. Champion style. Daniel is delusional and has lost his frigging mind. He's saying, trust me and Chosen got this. Daniel, you just shit the fucking bed on this whole episode. You went into the dragon's den and you thought you were smarter, and Terry played everybody. Terry talks to his wife, puts ideas in her head, gets her talking to Daniel about it. Daniel confronts him. He lies right to Daniel's face, and Daniel assaults him at a party. And Daniel didn't even try to pretend like it was an accident. He goes, oh, I didn't push him that hard. So Daniel just straight up admitted to it in front of everybody. I didn't push him that hard. Well, then you pushed the guy in his own house at a charity event. It doesn't matter what you say at this point or if you're right or wrong because you started it. Terry is psychological. We know this. That is why it is so frustrating. Daniel is the first to know how psychological Terry Silver could get. And he lets him get played like a fiddle. I want to punch him in the face. I hate him so much right now. How dumb. Daniel has done this before because he has a hothead and he doesn't think before he acts. So what does he do? He literally throws or pushes, and I'm sure Terry gave a little and flopped like a basketball player or a soccer player. It doesn't matter. Daniel allowed himself to be played like that, to have that happen. Daniel should have been cool and calm and been like, I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. I control everything. Chosen knew in the beginning. Chosen's like, you just gotta not give a shit. You gotta know you're the tough guy. You gotta know that you run shit. In the first episode when he was showing Daniel the Tang Sodo, you just gotta know you're the best. You show no fear. You know you're the best. You don't like think. You know. You go into it. And at the end there, Chosen's watching 90 Day Fiancé and he's even saying, never give up. Like, I am so angry right now. Like, how is Daniel that dumb? And I mean, it's one thing that the wife listened and believed it. I understand she had to keep up appearances, but the fact that the wife even confronted Daniel about it. I know it's completely Daniel's fault, but honestly, Amanda, knowing it was her event and not wanting to fight and make a scene, should have dropped it. Should have known Terry was getting in her ear and should have just never even brought it up. Her bringing it up allowed for there to be confrontation and allowed Daniel to escalate. Now, I'm saying it's Daniel's fault, but she's got to know Daniel's her husband. He's a hothead. He's a moron, basically. If you were married to the guy for 20 plus years, you got to know he's an idiot at this point if he keeps doing the same shit. He's done the same shit forever. I mean, I don't hate Daniel, but Jesus Christ, are you serious? You just and then at the end, he's telling her, trust me. Like, you're going to leave? You don't trust, like, why would I trust you when I just found out you had 2 giant fights and you totally lost control? Like, most angered moment of the whole episode. But Terry, you gotta love him. He is a diabolical genius, and he is playing everyone like the fiddle that I thought they'd all be played like, but I hoped they wouldn't. Meanwhile, Johnny is on his own path this whole season. Johnny hasn't really tapped into anything dealing with the dojos or anything. He's got a family coming up. He's trying to mend things between Robbie and Miguel. And at the end there, he's supposed to tell Robbie, hey, I talked to your mom, and surprise. And then Robbie and Miguel are about to beat the shit out of each other, and he splits. Everything with that is chaotic as well. Kenny is a piece of crap. I understand what he was saying. I'll give him credit for the speech. He's saying when Robbie apologized to him, Robbie's like, dude, I shouldn't have done what I did. And Kenny's saying, no, I'm happy you did what you did because that was the kick in the ass I needed. And I understand that mentality because I operate the same way. I'd rather take a beating and learn through physical, devastated experience than have somebody tell me this is the way things are. I learn better when I'm thrown into the shit. Even if I got to take a beating or I am hurt or in pain, I deal better with that because I relate the pain and the experience to real life situations. And I don't know. I just think it's a better way to learn. The difference here is Kenny is using it for negative reasons and is spinning it into a 180 where now he's like, oh, you guys want to bully me? I'm going to be the worst, biggest asshole bully of all. That's not how you do it. You take the information and the knowledge and you become a better person, and then you kick the asses of the people that continue to bully you. You don't become the king of the bullies. And then Robbie jumps in, throws Hawk into the pool. Robbie annoys the shit out of me too right now. I was fine with Robbie all season. Then he jumps in. I understand Hawk elbowed the leg of Kenny. That was after Kenny threw the first punch and then threw like 5 more, and Hawk just stood there defending, and then he finally had enough. Then Robbie jumps in. Like, Robbie, I want to love him, and half the time I do. But what the fuck? Like, don't get involved. You don't want to be part of either? You're quitting Cobra Kai? Then shut the fuck up and go away. Go deal with your girl and, like, leave us alone. Like, stop interfering with our shit. Like, I'm so fucking pissed right now at Robbie and Daniel. There's other things that happen too. I'm jumping into season 5. I'm jumping into episode 5. You guys want to see more of what I do? Full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel. Seasons edited, what you're seeing. Hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. Dozens of shows you'll only see on YouTube. I just don't have the time to edit them all. Doctor Who, Person of Interest, these in full as soon as I watch them. Unedited, check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.